they're very frustrated with the housing market. Hey everyone, it's me, it's Tony Johal. So one of the things that I always try to do is I always try to figure out where people are at mentally with their opinions on real estate and with the industry and so on. And it's no secret. One of the big things that people have a concern about, especially if you turn to social media and you read through some of the comments, the posts and stuff like that, people are very, they're very frustrated with the housing market. One of the things that a lot of people say is, homes are too expensive, and I can certainly understand. I empathize where they come from. There's no question. The price of real estate in the last, 1 year, year and a half has certainly accelerated at a pace that's beyond most people's comprehension. What I will say is this: yes, owning a home is expensive. There's no question. But the alternative, rent, is also expensive too. And we know that there is a correlation between the both. The higher the home prices go, typically the higher the rent goes, because the landlord now needs to cover that mortgage. But really what I want to address today is one of the things, it's just a mental shift that a lot of people have to make, I feel. I feel that, when people see that the average detached home is $800,000, $900,000, and I'm not just talking to first-time home buyers. I'm talking to people who have bought their first home with the eventual goal of moving up to that next family home, getting that detached home with a nice backyard, more space. And that's very much a dream for most people. And what I will tell you is this is still a very much attainable dream, because the home that you're living in has also jumped up tremendously in value. That semi that you paid $350,000 for in 2017 is now probably worth $700,000. So that is an incredible jump. Your values have almost doubled in the last, less than a handful of years. So keep that in mind as you progress to what that next home is. Before you start shopping for your next home, really get an understanding of what your current home value is. So many people who I meet with are absolutely shocked at how much their home has went up in value. And it's very hard to see that when you're living inside your home, how much your home has truly went up in value. But when you're looking at that home on realtor.ca or tonyjohal.com, and you're seeing this home that's beautifully staged, wonderful photography, it shows an incredible, it shows just incredibly well. And then you look at your home, you're like, well, I gotta do this. The kids have painted on the walls, the house is a disaster. We're our own worst critic. But that's where I definitely tell people, get a real estate expert in to evaluate your home and really kind of see through all of the work that you still have to do. Agents are trained to see through that work. We will give you an evaluation based on what we feel the market value is. And quite often, most people are pleasantly surprised, making that next home jump very, very attainable. So that's a message out there, just to really talk about where housing prices are and how that one step can lead you to the next step. Also, in the grand scheme of things, Kitchener, Waterloo, and Cambridge has very much now become part of the GTA. And the reason I say that is because we have a massive influence of people coming in from the GTA and still commuting back and forth from KW back to the GTA. So when that happens, all of a sudden you either become a bedroom community to the GTA, or you are some way massively influenced by the GTA. Now, with that in mind, when you look at our real estate compared to Mississauga and Brampton, we are still more affordable, and buyers are willing to make that drive for 45 minutes to save a couple of $100,000 on their home price. That is something that we have to realistically get our head around and kind of get over the sticker shock when we're looking at the housing prices. Keep in mind, a lot of KW is moving to Ingersoll and Woodstock, and they're looking at us and they're like, oh man, here comes the GTA people. They're coming here with their big money and they're going to outbid us. So I mean, it just perpetuates down the 401 until people can really afford something. So that's just my kind of take on affordable homes and where prices are at, and basically how we're perceived as being the next big community and like one of the most desirable places to be in Kitchener-Waterloo. Anyways, I hope that helps. I hope I didn't ramble too much. I hope you got some value there. Thanks, guys.